Hello, this is Nicole with Angelic Therapy and Healing. Welcome. Glad to have everyone here, all the newbies. If you're new here, glad to have you. And all the loyal, amazing subscribers. So, you are all going to have the same intro. If you are a cross watcher and you don't want to listen to this intro again, just go on ahead and skip until you see where I'm putting out the cards. And I will timestamp in the information box below. So if you're looking for a particular sign, you can go right to that. Now, right as I was getting ready to hit record, I had to take this deep breath. So a number of you are just really tired. You've really been through the gamut, which is not surprising. We have been undergoing a lot of these intense energies, and they are not going to be letting up. So, and that's why I don't even talk about the energy waves rolling in anymore, because it's literally one after another, and it's just not going to stop. Now, if you are a left brain, very logical thinking person, and you're like, oh my gosh, Nicole, there she goes with all that woo-woo out there, energy wave stuff, it is actually scientifically backed. So when you are feeling these things in your body, if you go online, you can look at the Schumann resonance, which is the frequency of the earth, and you'll see that, oh man, I'm feeling like dirt today. Oh, the Schumann resonance is spiking. Well, no wonder. Or go check the space weather. Oh, there's a solar flare coming in, or a CME, or whatever it is that's happening. There is, scientific proof, information on those things out there. Now, as these waves are hitting us, it's forcing us to heal, release things, because it's preparing us for the next chapters in our lives. So it's preparing us moving forward, our ascension, all different types of lovely things. Now, we did just have this intense wave that was hitting us at the end of this month. A lot of you are finally starting to feel better from that, just in time for this other big wave that's going to hit us around July 2nd. A number of you will begin to feel it as early as this weekend. So, because I am recording it on a Friday, you might get to see my red shirt. I wear red shirts on Fridays. So, do know it's going to continue. Now, things that you can do to help yourself. Because, a lot of times you'll have headaches, you'll have flu-like symptoms, nausea, you'll have just emotions that come up out of nowhere, like, why am I suddenly mad? Why am I suddenly irritated? Why is, my dog driving me crazy, or the kids? Where's this coming from? Well, it's these things that are just coming up to the surface and they're being healed. We don't always need to know the details. It's divinely on autopilot being healed, but it will make us uncomfortable. So what you can do to get through that discomfort quicker, take an Epsom salt bath. Go outside and put your feet on the ground, like on grass, on dirt, not concrete. Take a walk outside. Do something to raise your vibration. Laugh. They're saying laugh. Pray. So for some of you, when you're having these heart palpitations, now I'm not a doctor. If you've got something going on, by all means, go see your doctor. But a lot of times, the healing comes in through the heart chakra. So you're getting this healing that's coming in, and it'll cause heart palpitations. So what I do when those things happen, and it's uncomfortable, is I just pray right away. God, Jesus, Archangel Raphael, if this is because you're healing me, if my physical heart is okay, I'm not having a heart attack, my physical heart is okay, if this is truly just because you are doing healing on me, then please get the heart palpitations to stop, or get the pressure in my chest to stop. Please continue to work on me, continue to heal me and work on me. Just get the physical sensations to stop now. And within seconds, it's gone. Which then is reassuring for me that, okay, great, I don't have to go to the hospital. Whew, I'm gonna make it. So those are things that you can do to help. Now, it is very important at this time to keep our vibrations as high as possible, because we are in the midst of a portalway, a gateway. This portalway gateway is going to be open, they're saying, through Wednesday, July 10th. It will be closing on the 11th. Now, it did kick off around the solstice, and there was a brief portalway for twin flames at that time. Now that one's closed, but this other one is for everyone, and it does, like I said, continue through the 10th of July, they're saying. So what's going to happen is, wherever you are, and to not freak you out, but if you're in a place where you're thinking magic's not going to happen and life is horrible, this is a time where you are setting the foundation for the things that you're going to manifest. So it's a very powerful manifestation time. And a lot of us are having our faith tested. So if we allow ourselves, because of the sensations and things that we're experiencing during this time of healing, and we allow ourselves to drop in a real low place, and we're thinking the world's horrible and I'm so upset with this person, and you're just thinking worst case scenario of everything. Well, that's what we will be creating, because it's a very powerful time. So if you want to create magical things, we're encouraged to keep that vibration high and be in a state of faithfulness, in a state of optimism, so that those things come in. Now, we do have a total solar eclipse on the 2nd. Ironically, that happens to be when this other energetic wave is coming in. Now, for some of you, you're having things eclipsed out of your life. For some of you, this goes back to the Great American Eclipse that we had on August 21st, 2017. So if some of you look back to when we had that last full solar eclipse, which they do term as the Great American Eclipse, you'll look back and you realize, wow, that, my life really shifted at that time. It really changed. Like I could feel something's gonna happen, and then things did happen. You're gonna have another big shift this go around. But for some of you, there was something that they started to shift, that they were trying to shift, something that they were trying to remove from your life. And that, be it person, thing, situation, that will be eclipsed out of your life for most of you between now and July 10th. Because this release has been they're saying pending, hanging there, hanging in the balance, not being completed since August of 2017. So go on ahead and let those things fall away. Keep your vibrations high. If you have to let something go, let them go. And enjoy the wave, ride the wave. They're saying that by not letting go, you're actually holding yourself back from the blessings abound. So anything that's going to be eclipsed, let it be eclipsed, and make sure you're doing your self-care. Now, group healings. There will be 2 in July. There will be a group healing on Wednesday, July 10th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The call for that one will be at 8 p.m. Then there will be a second one on Tuesday, July 30th at 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Now, when you go to my webpage to schedule those, it does show you what time it is in your time zone. These are general group healings. Everyone can join them. And for those of you that are twin flames and or twin souls, there is a spot for you to put your twin's name and information in there, because if you are in fact a true, genuine twin, your twin will be coming in and they will be receiving the healing at the same time. So this is for everyone. So everyone can sign up. Now, the way that it works with these group healings, it is a distance healing. You're not coming to my house. I'm not coming to your house. But it's going to be a powerful healing. So what happens is you'll be at home in a relaxing environment, because a lot of times people have sensations. They may experience, frequent urination. You might have hot, cold sensations. You might just suddenly become emotional. You might have a Yorkie yapping. Come here, baby. But you'll have these sensations. So you need to be at home so you can just relax and allow those sensations to come up as they come up. Give me 1 second. Get her up here with us. She'll be quiet. Okay. So we begin the group healing session at the scheduled time. I'm not talking to you at that time. I am working on all of you. So you can do whatever you would like. Just be at home in a relaxed environment. You can cook, eat, nap, meditate, read, do house projects, whatever you would like to do. An hour and a half into the healing session, when I'm done working on everyone, there is a Zoom. We have a Zoom conference call, and I send all those details out to you beforehand, so then we all call in at that time. And at that time, I go over everything that, we did. And by we, that'd be me and the divine team, God, Jesus, and the angels that were working on you. So we go over all those details then. And for those of you that are in different time zones, if you are not able to make the call at that time, so maybe you're sleeping, maybe you're on the other side of the world and you're like, okay, Nicole, it's evening for you, but over here it's like 2 a.m. It's okay. If you're not on the call, I actually record the calls for everyone who participates, and I post it onto an undisclosed YouTube link, and I send everyone the link that was participating, so you can see what occurred and what was taken care of, because even if you're sleeping, you'll still be receiving the healing. You do not have to be awake. And actually, it's a lot of times they'll make people sleepy during the healing sessions because they can get in a little bit deeper with that. So I do have some people that'll just fall asleep during the healing sessions. So there will be a link. You will get the information. There's been a lot of positive feedback about the healing sessions. So, you know, if you're feeling stuck, you're feeling blocked, if you feel like there's this dark energy hanging over you, but you don't know what it is, you don't know how to get rid of it, like the recent healing session we did this week, there were actually some depossessions that had to happen. But if you've just got these things, join us. If you're feeling sick and tired of constantly feeling like dirt every time these energy waves come in, because when these waves come in, it's forcing things that need to be healed to the surface to be healed. So if you are continually feeling horrible and you're like, oh my gosh, when will I just get to the point that I can just feel like, okay, yeah, there's some tense energy, but it's not affecting me? When do I get to that point? Well, if you'd like to speed that up, you can join us for the group healing, and we'll just bring stuff up to the surface faster and be able to help get you some relief quicker. Now, the way they do the group healings, if 50% or more of the participants have something, so say they all have a similar health thing going on, maybe insomnia, reproduction issues, kidneys, whatever it is, it's addressed during the healing session. Every healing session, we align skeletal structure. When I say we, it's me and my divine team. So that's lining your back, your hips, your occipital, all the different bones in your body. We remove implants, attachments, curses, hexes, black magic. We cancel soul contracts that are ready to be concluded and ended. We do inner child healing, cut cords, and then we clear and open your chakras. And then, of course, from there, we go to work on any organs and systems that have been affected by any implants that you had. Again, the healing sessions are at a distance. They are $77, July 10th and 30th, and those are live on my webpage now so that you can begin signing up. Now, let me get a sip of water real quick because Archangel Michael wants to talk. Better than New York, he's talking. Okay. So, the tides are now turning, dear ones. You mustn't give up. You must overcome your fears and courageously forge forward into the new unknown horizon before you. This is what you have prayed for. This is what you have longed for. Grab a hold of it. Go for it. It's yours for the taking. Within the past few weeks, you have noticed a surge of energy and excitement beginning to bubble forth within you. This is because you know the time has come. You have finally had the energy and drive to prepare, to make space, to ready yourself for this. Continue allowing this excitement to charge you forward and take the necessary actions. Do not allow fear to creep in and slow your roll. And he has a big grin. A lot of times, every once in a while, he likes to show that he has a sense of humor. He likes to put a little personality into that. Slow your roll. Yes, it is new. Yes, it is uncharted territory. And yet, yes, it is the complete fulfillment of your desires and wishes. Hence, do not falter. Do not allow fears and worries to keep you looking back. They are lying. They are keeping you stuck. Do not allow them to keep you stuck one day longer, for you are destined for greatness. Just as the sunlight peaked with your solstice, you are now peaked, shining brightly and poised for this tremendous change. The switch has flipped. Now your life changes. Now your life becomes all that you've hoped it would become. For many years, you have desired this great love, job, family, security, and complete, utter fulfillment. It is here. The time has come. The switch has flipped. The life you knew, filled with misery, unhappiness, conflict, strife, and difficulties, is no more. That is now behind you. Don't you see? It is behind you. Stop looking at it. Let it go. Allow the sun's joyful rays to beam down on you as you walk forth into your new life. Oh, the many pleasantries awaiting you will surprise and delight you. We have been looking forward to witnessing your joy, your sheer bliss when you see what is in store for you. And it is grand, and far more than you envisioned. Go for it. Trust and go for it. We are assisting We have worked feverishly to time things perfectly and align all for you. Have you not noticed our many signs and blatant synchronicities? That was no mistake. That was your push, your promise, your confirmation, your renewal of hope, your wake-up call, your answer. We have been here the whole time. We have readied everything. We now anxiously await, because the time has come for you to take the necessary action steps towards your blessed future. Alas, we are here if you need our assistance. Just call and we shall immediately be at your side. But you must know and trust that you do have this, that this is your destiny, that you will not fail, that you are guaranteed success. Trust and step forward. It is time. Okay, so excellent. Well, we are going to get ready to get started on your readings. We are doing something a little different this month. It is going to be in elements, but there will be specific messages for each sign. And we are going to be focused on love. Oh, donations. So for the few of you that have been making donations, sorry for your names. I will give you a shout out in the next round of recordings, but thank you so much for your donations. They have been a tremendous help. Those of you that have been following me for a while, you know that I had mentioned my CRSC, which is Combat Related Special Compensation, a couple months ago, about how that had been approved, and my CRSC was in fact approved. So it's a special pay that if you get injured in combat because of an instrument of war, there's this extra compensation, which is good. It helps meet the bills, because typically when you're injured by, bullet, or you're blown up, you typically have higher medical costs. Like my medical bills are $1,400 a month. So that comes in very handy. So although it was approved, unfortunately, the way that it is currently calculated, the way that they do that, because my rating is so high, I actually don't receive any compensation from CRSC. So I'm still in the hole about $1,500 a month, less than when I was working. So your donations do come in handy. Oh, they're saying some of you are asking why. What's rating? Okay, so ratings. So you'll have medical issues, conditions is what it's termed, medical conditions, and you get a rating on that. Your benefits, your compensation, those things are determined by what your rating is. So the more messed up, the more medical problems you have, the higher your rating will be. The less medical problems you have, the lower your rating will be. So like for me, in order for me to receive any CRSC, my rating would have to be like 30%. Well, being blown up, it's much higher than that. So that's why there's no compensation. So that is why those of you that have made donations, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. That is a huge help, and I do really appreciate it. You will notice July, there are no open appointments in July for any appointments. I will be squeezing in a few of my current clients, but I'm going to be doing quite a bit of traveling this month. I'm actually getting ready this weekend to be traveling to visit family, and then I'll be in New York. So there's lots of travels going on this month, but stay tuned because there will be open appointments in August. So just keep your eyes open for that. I will open those up at some point in the middle of the month, so you'll be able to schedule for August. Do keep in mind, these are general readings. They may not resonate with you. If they're not, although I pray and prepare, I ask every one of you receives at least one message. If it's not resonating, go on ahead and listen to your moon or your rising sign, as you might get something from those. If you don't know what your moon or your rising sign is, there's a ton of web pages online that will give you your birth chart for free. So just go and ask Google, get yourself a free birth chart, and check those out. If you want to know what cards we're using, I will list those below. So read the information box below. And for some of you, they want you to know about my tuning forks. So before I started this intro, I prayed, prepared, shuffled all the cards. They had me pull out I have these angel tuning forks, and they had me pull out the 4,225 hertz angel tuning fork, and they had me do this like clearing with it, where I had to use it and use it over all the cards. So for some of you, that may have some meaning and significance, because they want you to know, and feel free to share the information down below in any comments. And without further ado, we are going to get started. Hello, water signs. Happy birthday, Cancer. Hopefully you are going to enjoy your birth month and all the festivities. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay. For those of you that are wondering, I'm gathering the cards off the bottom of the deck. Typically, they'll have me only gather, one or two cards from the bottom of the deck, but not today. Apparently, today is your day because there's a whole stack of them. Now, thankfully, this one, 3. Okay. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be starting out with the general energy for all water signs. And then we're going to delve down and get each of your signs specific information from the person you're crushing on, your love interest, the one that you want, because sometimes we're in a relationship and it's not the one we want. So to make it clear, the messages are coming from the person who you want, who you're crushing on. And it will be what it is that they want you to know. Now, okay, good, you can see those. Now, as far as your overall general energy for July, you have the card strategy, second chakra, Archangel Ariel. You have the Knight of Gabriel. It says confident, enthusiastic, courageous, charismatic. And at the bottom it says time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. Then you have 9 of Michael. At the bottom it says your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. And then the last is a major arcana, 14 solutions, Archangel Zadkiel. And at the bottom it says success that comes from objective compromise, self-control, and patience, forgiving and healing energy. So water signs, you have a lot of things going on this month at one time. Looking at these cards on the bottom of the deck, you do have this new opportunity, Ace of Gabriel, gift of passion. So you've got this new opportunity. For many of you, it's a complete change. It's a complete change of paths, course, direction. But there's going to be a lot of things happening at once. So July, not only do you have this complete change in direction, but you're also just doing a lot of things because you've got this, strategy card, and you have for a number of months been developing a plan. Now, for some of you, you will be fine-tuning the details of those plans this month, but for most of you, nearly all of you, it's that you're taking action on those plans. You're actually putting things into motion. You're setting your sights on the future. You are getting it done because you have taken back your power. You have stepped into your power. You're no longer sitting on the sidelines waiting. And for a number of you, you're actually working very hard to bring your life into balance. It's very key for you to bring life into balance this month. And that's what you're working hard to do. And they're also saying that this month it's very important for you to compromise and listen. And for a number of you, there's going to be forgiveness involved, as well as releasing of your fears. This change that's coming in for a lot of you, it's creating a lot of worry and fear. You are getting a lot of divine messages that this is the right path for you. This is the direction for you to be going in. Now, for some of you, this unexpected about face is it's unanticipated. It's unexpected. So you're taking your life in a new direction. You're doing these things. And for some of you, it's mundane daily things. It's kind of like spring cleaning. You're getting your affairs in order. You're getting the house in order because you know something's coming. You're preparing for it, but you don't really necessarily know the details yet. You're kind of really wondering. Some of you are worrying about that. But they're saying it will be revealed in July. And you will be shocked in July. It will be victorious. Now, the interesting thing is these other cards, when I was saying that they were having me pull a stack. You're all going to be having victory. You're all going to be having success. The things that are occurring this month are what's bringing you success, bringing you your heart's desires. Now, for some of you, because I get for most of you, there's like all these changes, like multiple things changing and occurring at once. Like you are going to be overwhelmed. I mean, it could be getting your house and affairs in order. Maybe you're also traveling. You've got a lot of events happening, and then you've got this big change happening, and all these things occurring like dominoes. They're all slamming down at once. Very, very busy. But this big thing that's coming in, it's like there's two groups of you, they're saying. There's victory and success. For some of you, there's victory and success because in July, you're going to be going on your own, going off on your own, being on your own. You're going to be taking that break, focusing on you, focusing on your self-care. And for others of you, it's there's going to be celebration. So for some of you, it's almost like you're coming out of this hermit mode that you have been in. But things are going to shift from one to another, which is interesting because Archangel Michael was talking about things switching, shifting, changing from one way of being to another way of being. Now, for a number of you, this is something to do with love. Well, for all of you, it has to do with love. It's a love reading we're doing today. But this shift, they're saying, is with regards to love. And it's a shift where you have been having to follow your intuition, because you see this owl, this is about messages from spirit, messages from your divine team coming in. A lot of you, all you've had to rely on is the divine messages that have been coming in, because there's not been physical proof of stuff. You've been relying heavily on your intuition, signs, synchronicities, messages, thinking you're cuckoo Cocoa Puffs. Like I keep getting these messages, Nicole, but nothing's happening. So maybe the messages are for someone else. I don't know. But they're not. They're for you. But this is the month where things change, things shift. They're saying where they're going to fill your cup. I don't know if you can see that. Now, for some of you, this situation might actually involve a Sagittarius. This is a card of Sagittarius. You see, he's filling this cup, which is indicative of emotions, love. So for some of you, your twin flame is coming in this month. They're pointing out this flame. I don't know if you can see it. This bridge, you see this bridge behind him? So for some of you, it's a crossing, going from one way to another. It's leaving. For a large number of you, this is about one relationship ending and another relationship beginning, making a choice between one person and the other. Oh, and they're saying burning the bridge down. So, you know those rope bridges, old rickety rope bridges where you'll go across the valley and you know you get to the other side and people can cut the rope, they can sever it, or they can just burn it. And then that, you know, because once they get to the other side, they're like, no, I don't want to be followed. I'm done. I'm not going back over to that side, and I don't want anyone from that side following me over here. So like if you've got a relationship where you're like, I'm done with that relationship. I'm tired of them trying to pull me back in. I'm finished with it. I'm going to burn this rope bridge so they cannot come and follow me anymore. So they have to leave me alone. So they are totally eclipsed out of my life. So for a number of you, this relationship that is ending, it is being torched. That bridge is being burnt so that it never comes back again. Because for some, it's like that glue that, or bubble gum stuck on the bottom of somebody's shoe. They've just been scraping and scraping and scraping, trying to get rid of the person, trying to get rid of the relationship or the situation. But this is the month. The bridge is going, they're going to be crossing the bridge. They're going to be burning that bridge. Now, let's pull a couple quick clarifiers. And Fox book. And man, what do we have here? Oh, that's funny. Okay. So, there's a man who is going to be communicating some things that were hidden, some things that were done behind your back. Now, do keep in mind, it's a general reading. Maybe you're the guy, and you're going to be communicating with someone things that you were doing behind their back, secrets that you had. But he's going to be revealing the truth. And for some, it's going to be he's leaving one relationship, going to someone else, and he's going to be letting. So for some, there was this relationship going on. So say for those of you that are twin flames, they're giving this example that you've got your twin coming back. You're not with your twin. You're not talking with your twin. Your twin this month is going to be ending a relationship. The person he's not meant to be with isn't going to be with. There was something going on with this person that was unknown to you. He wasn't sharing that with you. He wasn't letting you know. He was keeping all that stuff quiet. And he's going to share all those secrets, all those details, and all that information with you. But he's crossing over to your side, ending the relationship, moving into the relationship with you, twin flame on this side. He's going to communicate those secrets, those details, the information he had not spoken with you previously. Now, cross, compass, letter. Okay. So, letter is communications, written communications. So you could be at a distance from this person. Now, yeah, because for a number of you, you're at a distance from this person. So what they are communicating with you will be written. Could be an email, could be an old school letter, never know. But it's not an easy thing for him to communicate. So he's had this difficulty, this burden across to bear, a very difficult relationship, something very challenging. He's changing directions. He's going in his true north. He's moving in a new direction. He has changed. He is a changed man. Be it he is changing in love, be it he has changed his way of being. And he's going to communicate that this month. And it's not something that's easy for him to discuss. It's very unpleasant. It's very difficult, but he knows that these communications are necessary. He knows in order to get onto his divine destined path, he does need to communicate. For some, it's communicating with one. For some, it's he's communicating these with two people. And the thing that I talked about earlier, I looked at the bottom of the deck, so spoiler alert. I want to see, okay, what did I talk about? So we got ship, we've got bridge, and we've got home. So this is, in fact, for a large number of you, about going in a new direction with someone new, crossing the bridge, which is why I was laughing, because they were talking about a bridge, burning the bridge down, with someone going in a new direction to build a stability, build a relationship, build a solid foundation, have a family, to create that with someone new, leaving the relationship that they're in, moving into a new relationship. Now, for some, they may not be in a new relationship, but they are leaving, maybe they're a workaholic, and they're leaving that to move forward. It's a complete about face, a complete change in direction. Okay, so let's go ahead and delve in real quick for each sign and see what this is meaning for you. So, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay. So, Cancer, you have, I'll show you upright so you can see it. You have playfulness, and at the bottom it says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Now that is reversed, and it is with this card. Get out of your head. And on the back, get in your heart, it misses you. Again, these are, what is it that they want you to know? What are they trying to tell you? This person, for those of you that this is your message, this person does not want to work on the relationship. The emotion's not there. There's not a deep love. There was a mental connection, a sexual connection, but not a deep love. And they're saying that they want you to find someone who loves you, deeply loves you, and who can give you the things that you deserve and that you need. Because they're saying that they're not that person. So Cancers, for you, the secret that they haven't been sharing with you, that they're going to be communicating with you in July, is that it's not there. They don't want to work on it. So for some of you, you're not together. You are at a distance, but you're not officially broken up yet. But this is the month that it will be official. And he's going to be communicating that with you. I keep pointing out the cock. So for some of you, it really could have just been a sexual thing. And he will be communicating that this month. And for a lot of you, they're saying that, you know, to keep the conversation as pleasant as possible, to be open, be listening, receive the communications. Because they're saying for some of you, and it may only be a couple of you, you have been trying to talk him or her, it's a general reading, but you've been trying to talk them into working it out. Can we try it again? Can we work it again? Can we do it again? We can make this happen. What they're warning is if you try to push this person, keep pushing them to work on it, it's not going to be a very pleasant ending. Whereas if you just accept of, okay, it's over. Because they're saying for those of you that this is your situation, you don't feel deep love for them either. And this has been on the precipice of being totally over for a long time. For a long, long time. They're saying for some of you, a year, 2 years. This is just the final official ending of it. It will be, they're saying amicable. It will be an easier conversation if you're not pleading, asking them to work on it. Because they're not, what they want you to know is they're not going to work on it. They don't want to work on it. They're not going to work on it. Their heart's not in it. They want you to find someone who is going to be in love with you, be crazy about you. It's not them. And they are going to apologize because they have not been honest with you about that for some time. So like for some time, they've just been enjoying the companionship and they haven't full out come and said, no more. I don't want this. So they kind of let you hang a little bit. But this month they're finally going to put that out there and communicate that it's over, that they're heading in a new direction. Scorpios, you have keep an open mind. At the bottom it says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Then you've got this card, what are you waiting for? Get stuff done. And if you're waiting for a sign, well, here it is. Scorpios, you have a lot going on this month. A lot of things you're doing. What's it about to do with them? Oh, angels are encouraging you to continue to stay focused on the things that you're doing, because a lot of you are like doing things home and readying your home, travel, and all those things. Keep doing those things. I was asking what's this got to do with them, because these are the messages. What do they want you to know? Okay. You see how there's these two women? And there's this guy having this conversation with two women. And they've been talking about a man leaving one, moving for the other, changing paths. So Scorpios, a number of you have someone from the past coming back. They're saying most of you have someone coming back. For a large number of you, it is your twin. But the thing is, you're going to be hesitant because you're going to be discovering some information. So like for Scorpios, if Scorpios are lied to or deceived, they're like, I will cut that off. The one thing Scorpios cannot stand are liars. There's something he did not tell you. He didn't tell you about the other woman. He didn't tell you about activities, things that he was into. And for some of you, you're just be like, what? They're asking that, they want you to know that they ask that you just be open and receptive to the conversation and hear them out. They want you to hear them out. And the angels are encouraging you to do that, to listen. They're saying you do need to forgive him or her because it will be healed quickly. Because they're saying for most of you, you've already healed those things. Okay, so for most of you, they're saying you've already healed those things. You've healed. You knew intuitively something was going on. What will help conclude that healing is actually having him communicate it. Now, he doesn't know that you've forgiven him already. He's not aware of that. He still thinks you're pissed and like want to stab him with a spork. So you see how this angel, she's got like this sword. So he is in July taking action. He's deciding, okay, I don't want to be with this one anymore. I'm coming in her direction. I'm crossing this bridge, going, I'm ready. She's the one. The angels have been pointing out, you're the one, you're the one. He's like, okay, I'm going to do it. Now for some, he does have someone he's got to have a conversation with to let them know that it's over. And then he's this month going to be having the conversation with you to let you know that, hey, I screwed up, you're the one. And oh, by the way, I may have had this person or other people and things going on that I may not have been honest with you. He's afraid you're not going to listen to him. He may be afraid you're going to slam the door on him, ignore him. What he or she is wanting you to know is that they are going to share the truth with you. They are going to be honest with you. They have done a lot of things to get themselves ready, to prepare. They have been working hard on making themselves a better person. They are a changed person, but they're saying like begging, pleading that you just listen to them and hear them out. Keep an open mind because they think you're going to lose it. They don't know they're forgiven. But, and for some of you, you may be shocked, like, what? There was two women, what? But just keep an open mind. And the angels are saying he or she, they are going to be honest with you. So, you can trust what they're saying. And the angels are also saying that they've given you umpteen signs that they're the one. So, they're saying don't be quick to judge and don't let any anger come up really quickly and cause you to... Because it's not like you're going to totally jeopardize it, this union, for those of you that this is your twin. But you could make it a bit of a bumpier start than what it needs to be if you have a knee-jerk reaction when he comes and communicates with you. So, be open, receptive. Last, Pisces. You have codependency in reverse. I'll hold it up right so you can see it. At the bottom it says addictions are affecting your romantic life. And then you have this card, step away from the crazy making diet for a hot second. Kale and spirulina taste like ass. Eat some yummy bacon, chocolate, beer. I've got a reflection and get some. Okay. Well, Pisces, yours is way lighter than everybody else's. Yours is easy. So what they want you to know is that they are a changed person. They have cleaned up their act. They've changed their eating habits. They are eating healthier now. They no longer have the addiction. So for some, they had a drinking addiction. For some, they may have had a drug addiction. Some, it could have been a coffee addiction. But it wasn't for all a big thing like that. For most, it's like eating addictions, you know, because a lot of people, they'll eat if they're in a low spot, not eating good stuff. But now they've cleaned up their act. They're eating healthy. The addictive actions and behaviors are also gone. They're no longer doing those things. And they are going to be communicating that with you in July, that, hey, I got my stuff together. Yeah. So they just want you to know about the progress that they have made, and they will be letting you know that in July 2019. So I do hope that this helps all of you. Wishing you a lot of love, joy, and blessings.